Good evening. How everyone doing today? My name is Irma Jerry Spiritual Divine. I'm here to give you a short news on for today. Um, and first of all, I'm going to talk about the inflation. And I know everyone concerned about the inflation because we have so many high prices going on to try to help the economy to get back on track. So inflation is the rate of increase in prices. So that's why the prices is increase. The inflation deal with the increase of the prices. So we have investors continue to worry about the inflation that raising the interest rate and a potential recession. Because by them raising the prices, to trying to get the economy back on track at a decent level, but it also is hurting for all the Americans to try to pay for all these high prices, and that still will not help the economy at all either. So we don't need a recession, because they just not trying to get things back on track. But to increase all the prices, I don't think that will help. So I understand y'all had a meeting to expect to raise the rate by the half a point, and they're raising it real high. So your rate hike on either side will exceed the quarter of point increase that you will all carry out. So y'all carrying out increases of the high prices. So I understand y'all using high size increase for the economic and inflation. So the inflation is the one deal with the increases. So they increasing high value on everything. So but all the American is concerned with all the high prices. So we all the American, we concerned about all the high prices that they're doing it. We understand they're trying to help the economy to get back to a decent level, but American, we can't pay for all these high prices. We have to pay triple enough for to pay for gas these days. You know. So if we can see gas prices go down, they will pull through to consumers that could give the ability to at least take some of the pressure off. So we have a list. I have a list of prices that can go down because all the American cannot spend. Some of the American we cannot spend money if we paying all these high prices. So they want the economy to go up. Ain't no a lot of us is it's not doing too much shopping, and you can't do too much shopping if you have to continue on paying for high gas. And other stuff that went up. Um, Appliances and supplies, everything hadn't went up. Went up these days. So they all raised up the prices for the economy. We understand that, but it hurt the Americans for we have to pay for all this high stuff that constantly had went up. So I have a list of prices that should go down. One, I have the gas station. All the prices. The gas. I know they probably don't have too much control over that, but the gas is too high. For everyone to constantly keep up with gas in your car, especially if someone working 5 6 days a week. And have to constantly keep putting gas in their car. So easy now could mean lower the gas prices, could single the inflation. So it's perking along with cooling housing marketing. So gas prices now. I had did a list a couple of days ago that some of the gas station has went down on some of their gas, but all the gas station has not went down on the price. And I also they had increase in the energy, the gas for energy. You paying triple price for gas and energy. It's boosting your bill up. Cause I live by myself to have a high gas bill like that. So you paying $200 some just for gas. And so the gas for everyone homes has to went up. The gas at the gas station has to went up. So inflation of everything had just an increase. Then an increase everything due to economic had to went down. So that since they increased everything, you know, they're making the cost of living to be too high. So that's why weeks ago I had announced for the minimum wage to go up. Because if you increasing everything, you need enough to get paid for to pay for all this stuff. We have to keep up with the economy, and y'all trying to understand. Y'all trying to put everything on a lower level, but at the same time, the American, we have to pay for all the high prices that you constantly going up with to keep the inflation and everything at a normal level. So you have energy gas went up. Then you got the gas. All the gas stations went up on gas. So that's why I had announced weeks ago for the minimum wage to go up. Because the cost, and that just only two things I named right there. But it's many more things having an increase. For an inflation and the economics, for all that stuff to come to get back on track. We understand y'all trying to help the economy and the inflation increase on everything, but at the same time, the American is all concerned of the high prices that we have to pay for, to help y'all with y'all economy. So a lot of people won't be able to shop like they want to, like they normally do, because there's so many stuff is going up, increase, so now over the weekend, the accident at New Orleans, that was a big old boost right there, helped the economy. That helped that, So I'm gonna keep on trying to find ways to keep the economy at a good level for these prices to try to go down. So the essence was here for the weekend in New Orleans, and that was a great boost right there. So I'm gonna try to keep on trying to find ways to help to inflation where they can constantly go down on the prices for us American can afford to pay for all the increases that is coming out due to the meeting that y'all had. You know, so um so we should we talk about the inflation? The whole thing is about the inflation. You even have the investor is worrying about the inflation, raising up the interest or rates on everything. Because by you to raise everything up to trying to keep the economy on the same level, you might have another recession. Because the rate is rising too high. It rising too high. We understand that you're trying to get the race, you're trying to get the economy back to the level that y'all had it at. It been out of whack for a while. So the race and the size of the increase that y'all is raising is just too high. And that was just only two things I named so far. But they have other things that has been increased. Been increased. So it's so many things that have been increased, and I know y'all had y'all meeting for trying to get the economy back on track. But inflation increased so many high prices where the America have to try to keep up. You know, so um, so I request that y'all start going down on these prices. The more you go down on these prices, the more the American will be able to shop to help the economy at a decent level. So that's one of the reasons right there. You go down on some of these prices where the American can, shop to help the economy. We can't help the economy if these prices are so high. $200 for a gas for our homes. I think that is extremely too high. And then we paying triple on gas. All the gas stations, has not went down on the prices. You know, so we have to cut back on some of these things to help the economy, because by you raising it, that's not helping. You know, because American, we have to try to keep up the keep, you know, to help pay for all this stuff, and then we ain't gonna have money to shop with to help to keep the economy up. You know, so that gonna be a downfall right there if y'all don't cut back on the prices on these. Oh, that was just two things I named, but there are more things that American, that we all American have to pay for. You know, so we have to. I appreciate that y'all start looking into it. I know you just had a meeting, you know, but you have to look into it, because the high rates that you are rising, you know, American cannot keep up or trying to pay these high bills, and and gas, and try to shop at the same time, and try to keep food on the table. You know, so something have to give. So you might have to go down on the prices for the Americans to help the economy stay at a decent level. Because just like the investor said, you may have a recession because of the high prices, the increase that you know rise up. You know, so try to look into that. You know, because you don't want to reset, you know, increasing all these high prices, you know, because the American not help you if we constantly have to pay pay a high gas bill for our home, and then have to pay high price for to put gas in your car, you know. So, and then we got the, you know, food, everything, supplies, everything that went up, and we got to try keep food on the table. You know, so we won't be able to shop to help the economy keep everything at a decent level. You know, so I appreciate that y'all start looking into that, because you don't want a reset in our economy. You know, so you'll want to try to keep everything at a decent rate. You know, to keep everything going, keep everything at a decent level. You know, so that's all the short news I have for you today, and I'll see y'all in the next video.